Hi BookTube, my name is Kim and welcome back to my channel, Kim's Book Life. I am here to do a small haul with you today. I got my Books of the Month box, I got some mail from Amazon, and I even have 2 library books I'm gonna include because I think they're pretty cool. Although the one I got from Krista from Books and Jams, she hauled it and I went, I have to read that. So anyway, I thought we'd do a little bit of a haul. I hope things are well with everybody. It's nice and chilly here in the Midwest today, and we have some light snow flying, but we're not getting much compared to a lot of parts of the country. I'm trying to get better at looking at the camera, but that is hard for me, so I'm working really hard. I'm also trying my iPad today as opposed to my phone to see if I can get better quality. And I still need to learn how to insert pictures of books. I played around with it yesterday and just had no good luck. But today I have the actual books, so I figured we'd go ahead. Let's start with my Book of the Month stuff. The first book I got that I totally forgot I was getting is called Infinite Country by Patricia Engel. Can you see that? And I don't know much about this, nor why I got it. So let's see what it says. Talia is being held at a correctional facility for for adolescent girls in the following, I'm gonna need to turn on the light and grab some cheater glasses as opposed to my prescription glasses. I'm having a hard time getting used to those prescription bifocals. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. In the forested mountains of Colombia, after committing an impulsive act of violence that may or may not have been warranted, she urgently needs to get out and get back home to Bogota, where her father and a plane ticket to the United States are waiting for her. If she misses her flight, she might also miss her chance to finally be reunited with her family in the north. This sounds good. But I'm not going to read any more because there could be potential spoilers here. This Patricia Engel has written several other books. She's won some awards. This is a brand new release in 2021, and it's not real long. It's really short, shorter than anything I've read recently. $191. So that's a short, quick one. Next up, also from Book of the Month, is The Kindest Lie by Nancy Johnson. This dust jacket says, it's 2008 and the rise of Barack Obama ushers in a new kind of hope. In Chicago, Ruth Tuttle, an Ivy League educated black engineer, is married to a kind and successful man. He is eager to start a family, but Ruth is uncertain. She has never gotten over the baby she gave birth to and was forced to give up when she was a teenager. She had promised her family she'd never look back, but Ruth knows that to move forward, she must make peace with the past. That looks good too. Again, not a huge book. I've been reading things like Outlander, so these books look really short to me. This one is 322 pages though. And my final book from Book of the Month is the one that I betcha a lot of you have looked for and have gotten. And I'm just thrilled. And it's a little bit more of a heftier book, but I'm glad to get it. It is Kristen Hanna, The Four Winds. What am I saying? This is her newest release. Again, I didn't think much of it. I just thought, oh look, it's Kristen Hanna. I need that. A little bit about it. Texas, 1921, a time of abundance. The Great War is over, the bounty of the land is plentiful, and America is on the brink of a new and optimistic era. But for Elsa Wolcott, deemed too old to marry in a time when marriage was a woman's only option, the future seems bleak. Until the night she meets Rafe Martinelli and decides to change the direction of her life. With her reputation in ruins, there is only one respectable choice: marriage to a man she barely knows. And then it looks like it goes through the Great Depression and into maybe World War II. I'm not sure. It's 500 pages, so it must cover a lot. But I'm looking forward to that. I got a lot of buddy reads this month, but that's definitely going to come up soon on my books I want to read. Now my thing from Amazon. I was so bad the other day. I just looked at these books and went, oh, they look really, really good. Let's order them from Amazon. So I did. Mostly because though the line for wait of any of these books at my library was over 20 weeks. So now I got to read them within 20 weeks because I decided to buy them because I didn't want to wait 20 weeks to read them. So the first one I'm actually going to read soon, and that is The Children's Blizzard by Melanie Benjamin. Lots of people have heard of this and have read it. It's about the blizzard of 1888. When kids got stuck at school, and there were a lot of disasters and a lot of people that passed away, and kids that got stuck in the snow. I'm really excited to read this one. A little bit of what it says. The morning of January 12th, 1888 was unusually mild, following a punishing cold spell. It was warm enough for the homesteaders of the Dakota Territory to venture out again and for their children to return to school without their heavy coats, leaving them unprepared when disaster struck. At the hour when most prairie schools were letting out for the day, a terrifying, fast-moving blizzard blew in without warning. School teachers as young as 16 were suddenly faced with an impossible decision: keep the children inside to risk freezing to death when fuel ran out, or send them home praying they wouldn't get lost in the storm. I think this is going to be great. I believe there is part of the stories in the Little House books that deal with this blizzard. They don't call it the Children's Blizzard, but it would be about right the timeline, and she did live in the Dakota Territories at the time. So it would certainly make sense. The next book I got, Yellow Wife by Sakaya Johnson. I think that's how you say that. And this, based on a plantation in Charles City, Virginia, Phoebe Dolores Brown has lived a sheltered life. Shielded by her mother's position as the state's medicine woman and cherished by the master's sister, she is set apart from others on the plantation, belonging to neither world. She'd been promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but instead of the idyllic life she imagined with her true love, Essex Henry, Phoebe is forced to leave the only home she has ever known. She unexpectedly finds herself thrust into the bowels of slavery at the infamous Devil's Half-Acre, a jail in Richmond, Virginia, where the enslaved are broken, tortured, and sold every day. There, Phoebe is exposed not just to her jailer's cruelty, but also to his contractions. To survive, Phoebe will have to outwit him, even if it means making the ultimate sacrifice. This looks really good, too. I've heard it's a rough read. I'm getting ready to read Underground Railroad, so that, of course, is a rough read. So this will wait a little bit. My last book from Amazon was Susan Meisner's new book. The Nature of Fragile Things. And this is about, April 18th, 1906. A massive earthquake rocks San Francisco just before daybreak, igniting a devouring inferno. Lives are lost and lives are shattered, but some rise from the ashes forever changed. So, this is about Sophie, who's a young Irish immigrant that wants out of the New York tenement, that she answers a mail-order bride ad and agrees to marry a man she knows nothing about. San Francisco widower Martin Hawking proves to be as aloof as he is mesmerizing handsome. Sophie quickly develops deep affection for Kat, Martin's silent 5-year-old daughter, but Martin's odd behavior leaves her with the uneasy feeling that something about her newfound situation isn't right. So that does sound good too, and I love me some Susan Meisner. Now my two library books actually both were Krista from Books and Jam's fault, because she got them both out. This is another children's blizzard, but this is the non-fiction of it, by David Laskin. It's called The Children's Blizzard. And let's see here. It's about the same as the nonfiction. By Friday morning, January 13th, some 500 people lay dead on the drifted prairie, many of them children who perished on their way home from country schools. In a few terrifying hours, the hopes of pioneers have been blasted by the bitter realities of their harsh environment. This is a library book, so I will need to get to it soon. I think it would go well to read near or around the same time as the Children's Blizzard novel. And then the last one I have is a graphic novel, I Will Judge You by Your Bookshelf, by Grant Snyder. Can you guys see that? The pictures in it, I haven't read it yet, but the pictures are just amazing. I can't wait to read it. I belong to a book club. It's kind of a different book club here in St. Louis, where we get topics like prompts, and you can read whatever you want for those prompts. You just have to read 24 books in a year. And you have 32 prompts to choose from. One of the prompts is a graphic novel, so that's going to be what I'm going to read for it. That's all I have for new stuff, and that's all I can have for new stuff for a while. I hope everybody out there is doing well and staying safe and healthy. Snowing again today in St. Louis, but not to add up too much. Everyone, have a good evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.